But I think it's important to not confuse getting stuck in a rut of wearing dated styles with I'm being timeless and not wearing new trends. And I think that a
Absolutely.
lot of women in midlife, and I'll give you an example, it's the skinny jeans
Mm-hmm.
where like a lot of us know we're not giving up our skinny jeans, but
Right.
skinny jeans are not timeless. Skinny jeans were
Yeah.
a trend, but I think that a lot of times the trends that become popular when we're at a certain age, maybe in our 20s, something about like aging, it's like we kind of get stuck in a certain decade. Thinking back to like the Saturday Night Live mom jeans, but when we were kids, we would make fun of the moms who wore mom jeans.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so
It's
I
that
think like
style basically attaches itself. Uh-huh.
yeah. So if you're wearing skinny jeans and cold shoulder tops and the black eyeliner
Eyeliner,
under your eyes, it's not, oh, I'm not giving into new trends.
trends.
You're getting stuck in a rut and looking dated.
Welcome to Holistic Dose. We've been through the plot twists, divorce, parenting, burnout, reinvention, and now we're doing midlife with way more honesty and way less BS. Think of us as your unfiltered friends, here to remind you that you're not too late, too old, or too far behind. I'm Tiffany.
And I'm Jeanette.
So today we're going to be diving into spring fashion trends. This is a really
we're
fun
just
time
on
for us.
spring of 2026. So we're going to talk about what we're buying and what we're
What we're
liking right
not.
now.
Yeah, I think I was going to say like, oh,
We're rusty, y'all. We took a little hiatus and now we're like getting back into the groove.
yeah, exactly. Go for it, Jeanette.
Yeah, so I've been really disappointed with like I've been wanting to spend money and I'm not spending much money because I don't like the stuff that I'm seeing. Are you finding much cute stuff?
I completely agree. My frustration started back in January when I was trying to shop for some early styles for the cruise that we went on. And I was like not seeing a
I
whole
ended up
lot.
buying some stuff on Amazon, which for me is like really out of character. I typically don't do that, but yeah, I wasn't finding much either.
Yeah, I am like really bummed by that overall. I haven't been seeing a whole lot of things that I love. So
Yeah, so we'll just kind of dive into what we're seeing. But I guess before that, we can talk about just some of the hard things that we have with dressing ourselves and that women in midlife, for us, I think it's different than for a lot of people because we are much smaller than we were when we were younger. It's strange because like this is the first time in my life that I can walk into any store and know I'm going to find something that fits. But I think the typical situation is actually the opposite, where, most women have gained weight in midlife and it's more difficult to dress a different body. And we also hold our weight different. And you and I have had tummy tucks. So there are surgical ways around that. But, before I had my tummy tuck, though, I did hold weight in my middle. That definitely required dressing a certain way. So I think a lot of women get frustrated with that, don't know how to dress their body, and then end up getting stuck in a fashion rut or wearing athleisure all the time or, sweats or wearing big things like oversized just because they don't know how to dress.
I couldn't agree more. The hardest thing for me was in my chest area. And it was like I couldn't just buy a dress off the rack because my boobs wouldn't fit it. So you would have to go size so far up, but then the proportions, and it just didn't make sense for altering things like that. Whereas now I can just grab a size small. Like I just bought this dress and it's small off the rack and I have no bra on and it works. And even like I'm finding myself, okay, the straps might be a little bit slipping off my shoulder, but I've never experienced that in my life before. So it's like a little reverse for us.
Yeah, I am though still a size smaller on top than I am on bottom. And even when I weighed 120 pounds more and had to have plastic surgery and all that, it was that way. So that's kind of interesting. And yeah, so like if I find something that's fitted, a lot of times I have to have it taken in up top.
There was a concept that I heard about when we were looking into this topic here, this episode, and it was enclothed cognition, which I wasn't familiar with the term. Are you?
Sorry, no.
Oh,
I have really bad allergies right now. And so I
oh
keep
my gosh.
sniffing. And so I turned my microphone off so I can sniff, but that didn't go very smoothly. Sorry.
Oh my gosh. No, so the whole concept of enclothed cognition is essentially like it's what you wear doesn't just reflect how you feel, but how you think, feel, and behave overall. So it affects your behavior, your mood, your confidence, and your overall performance.
I've heard this a lot, like in my business coaching circles. And I've even been to like some different conferences where they've brought in somebody who focuses on wardrobe. And it is true that, the way we dress, the way we take care of ourselves can make you feel good. I mean, it's kind of like even the psychology of like wearing pretty underwear, even if nobody sees
Oh,
it, like
yeah.
you
I've
just
not heard of
feel
that one.
good where
Okay.
knowing that you're wearing like the pretty lacy underwear, not the granny panties or whatever.
Yeah, that makes complete sense. I ever since we started, our podcast last year, and we were like, we're gonna have to do photo shoots and we'll have to be on camera. I started taking more, awareness to what I was wearing and not just like leaving the house in just shorts and a t-shirt. I will put on cute dresses. And now just also because we have the bodies to do it, but I had that before it and I wasn't really aware of it as much. And it makes a huge difference while we're in these stages of our glow up and continuing our career growth. It's made a huge impact for myself.
Yeah, I agree. But then at the same time, something I have to think about is dressing for my lifestyle right now, which is so different since I started a business where we all work virtual. Before I started so it's been 4 years now. So 5 years ago, I had a place, I was going into the office every day and could wear like the cute, business casual outfits. And I just don't have a place to wear that stuff very often. And of course, there's occasionally a place to wear it, but the vast majority is stuff that, okay, I need to look okay for a Zoom, but I can throw a blazer on over anything. So I've had to pay attention to, okay, don't be buying like all these different
Overbuying.
trousers and heels and, things that I have gravitated to for so long when I
Right.
worked in person. And I'm
Right.
having to be like, okay, you're not going to wear this.
Exactly. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. For me now it's reverse, right? Where my office environment before was I was in person before but it was just a little bit more casual. So I tend to wear mostly like a lot of the same things. It was jeans and just kind of the same. And then I got this stuck at this casual, cute sneakers or sweatshirts rather.
And did you move around a lot in that job with like photo shoots and stuff?
I had photo shoots, but it wasn't there. It was more like quarterly, so I didn't have to deal with that as much. Yeah.
So it really was just being comfortable.
It was being comfortable in a creative environment, exactly. And because we weren't client facing, it was just, and I worked with a lot of young people who, my staff back then was mostly they were in their 20s and their early 30s. And I'd have to almost like coach them to like not wear workout clothes to work.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing. Don't care. Like if we're not seeing anybody, it's not a good thing to wear leggings at the office.
Yeah.
But I think with that, there was another concept that I heard about too, that is this invisible women syndrome.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Where you get
that
to a
one,
certain age and you just feel like people don't pay attention. And, for us too, or at least for me, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that because I think that when you're overweight to an extent, you're invisible. So I feel like I probably spent, honestly, most of my life invisible to a lot of people.
I feel the reverse for myself now. I feel seen, but it's getting the recognition because of the transformation. I feel people are reaching out to me on social now, even guys that I dated before. I even forgot to tell you about this in the past. Like, I'm hearing from everybody it's coming out of the woodworks. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good.
But I have heard this, a lot of women saying that, in decades before their 40s, that when they would get a lot of attention, even from women, it's not even, and that's like with the being overweight thing too. It's not even like a sexual thing, it's everybody. You go to a store and you're treated different. And, I do believe that's the experience of a lot of women when they're in their 40s and they first start showing, aging and their bodies holding weight different, et cetera, and they're not treated the same.
Yeah. And that's why I'm on my own journey now. I'm like, I'm going to be a content creator and I'm going to show up every day and record myself on camera. There's days, of course, so many days that I'm showing up authentic and real and there's no makeup and anything. But when I am leaving the house to go somewhere, I do try to put my face on and feel comfortable and good with what I'm wearing because it makes all the difference. And you never know who you're going to run into.
My aging like style and beauty icon, and I can't remember her name. It's like Philippa something. She's an actress. She's the woman who's probably in her 50s or 60s in Emily in Paris. Do you know who I'm talking about? And like I've gone on Pinterest and looked at like not just the show outfits, but like what she wears. And I think she is incredibly beautiful. And it's clear that she's not very young. I mean, she looks like she's mid to late 50s. I don't know how old she actually is, but I love just the way that she's staying just so beautiful even as she ages. And really, I guess a lot of our celebrities, when we think about, and how old's Kate Hudson? And Kate Hudson,
Yeah.
looks phenomenal. And,
She does.
Drew Barrymore, who, Drew Barrymore, I don't think has had work done, but they're still like dressing well and looking really good. So much of it is just putting in the effort. Like it's okay if our bodies are different and we don't look the same, but we could still dress for the body that we have.
I agree. So I think back in the years when I was overweight, I did default to, like I was saying, the jeans and the t-shirts, and I would go to like the fast fashion stores, and when I found something like Gap or Banana, whatever, I would stock up and grab it in every color. And then I was like wearing the same things, and then it was like a cardigan. And so I got used to doing this jeans and a top combo, jeans and a top. And now I'm like, I have to remind myself, like, no, I don't need an occasion just to wear a dress. I don't have to be going to a party.
Yeah, I actually was the opposite, and I didn't realize it until my mom
You
pointed
did wear
it
a lot
out.
of dresses.
Yeah, so after I lost weight, my mom mentioned to me, she's like, "Oh my gosh, you're like wearing all these jeans and you would never wear pants." And I thought about it. It wasn't even like a conscious thing, but looking back, it was hard to find pants that worked because I was like big in like the gut kind of area. And then I was just like the way that I held my weight made it hard to find pants. It's like I would need to, and I guess jeans, like I could do like really stretchy ones, but for anything like a trouser, I would have to have like what's the word? This is like the perimenopause. Like I can't find a word. Altered.
Word finding.
Altered. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this is not a hard word. What the hell?
No.
I hate it when that happens.
Yeah.
But I would have to have them altered, and I didn't want to bother with that. So I would get dresses, and not fitted ones like the A-line, like it fits my top and then my bottom part.
And didn't you do like a good bit of the wrap dresses?
Yes, lots of wrap dresses, which was easy to make them fit because they're kind of adjustable.
Yeah. I thought I looked like so amazing in them always.
Yeah, I did too. I mean, I will say both of us were confident at any size.
Yeah, totally. Which I think is super important, no matter what, size, age you are. It's all about finding what you feel good in and not feeling like you have to chase the trends. And I think that's part of our conversation here is like, trends are going to come and go, and not every single one of them that comes out, we're going to get on the bandwagon.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot right now that I'm just like, yep, that's not for me. But I think it's important to not confuse getting stuck in a rut of wearing dated styles with I'm being timeless and not wearing new trends. And I think that a lot of women in midlife, and I'll give you an example, it's the skinny jeans, where like a lot of us, no, we're not giving up our skinny jeans, but skinny jeans are not timeless. Skinny jeans were a trend, but I think that a lot of times the trends that become popular when we're at a certain age, maybe in our 20s, like when we feel our best, or something about like aging, it's like we kind of get stuck in a certain decade. Thinking back to like, the Saturday Night Live mom jeans, like now mom jeans I think are kind of back in. But when we were kids, we would make fun of the moms who wore mom jeans.
Right.
And
because it did look like you have a
moms got
pooch.
stuck in that rut and didn't update their wardrobe.
Yeah, you're right. It's that style basically attaches itself.
Yeah. So if you're wearing skinny jeans and cold shoulder tops and the black eyeliner under your eyes, it's not, oh, I'm not giving into new trends. You're getting stuck in a rut and looking dated.
Exactly.
So, and then it's like, okay, well, what is actually timeless? And I don't think there's much. And I think timeless is like kind of like Carolyn Bessette, almost like the quiet luxury, like simple colors, like you're wearing navy and black and camel and cream and simple cuts, because other than that, it's always going to be changing as to.
And a basic blazer or a linen pant, things like that.
Exactly.
There's so many things that I want to get on board with, and then I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Thank you. There's, there's a couple of things that I saw out there while I was looking for stuff here, and like the corset tops.
Yeah, I'm not wearing
Let me
that.
see. No. It's just,
Yeah.
not for me
I'm
at
not
all.
liking the colors. For me right now, the biggest problem are colors. Like I look best in like this blue. White is actually not a good color for me. Like
Right.
it's just
Yes.
not. But the blues, so this really isn't ideal, but it's what I'm wearing. But like a dusty blue is really good, like a mauve pink. The cooler kind of dusty tones are what look best on me. And when I've gone and I online shop, I hate going in person, but I've looked at all these places online, and right now, like even Gap, it's like beige, black, which black does not work on most people. It's too like stark for me. Or like highlighter pink, like these just bright colors, and or red, which just these it's either bright or neutral, and there's not enough color, and I'm just not finding much.
I agree. It felt like it was just lacking, right? Because then it was almost like there wasn't enough patterns too. Because what's
Yeah.
really popular right now are the pastels. So it's this ice water blue, they're calling it, and the butter yellow, which we saw some of that last year too, and also the baby pink. But I'm like, I don't know if there's this like enough color for me.
Yeah, a lot of it's just like kind of real washed out, or it's like warmer pastel, like more of a, like an orangey, like coral kind of color, or which those just don't look good on me. But that's what's in. I mean, someone who's like warm toned and looks amazing in those colors, it's a great season for them because that's what's in.
Yeah, exactly. Another color that is in right now, what I'm hearing is this bright
Yes.
chartreuse. Uh-huh.
Yes, I've seen chartreuse and also like orange and just real like bold colors, which for someone like so fair skinned and like
It's
it
hard.
just yeah, it doesn't work on me.
It's a hard one to pull off. What about animal prints?
I
Are you
always love
still?
animal prints, and I
Hmm.
guess not every animal print, but
Yeah,
yeah,
so
I think
there's
they're fun.
one, I guess, that started in the fall, which I didn't even realize this one came out then. It's like they call it like the fawn and or Bambi print.
Yeah, I don't have anything in it, but I think
I
it's
don't either.
cute.
But for spring, they're doing just like lighter tones of it.
Something I'm seeing, and I would try this. Actually, I may have an outfit, and I didn't even realize it. The balloon pants. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like at the bottom. I think that an outfit I bought on Amazon for the cruise actually had it was a romper, like a navy, like it was real kind of not much coverage up top, but then I think it had kind of little balloon pants, and I thought it looked really cute with sandals.
I ordered from Amazon a balloon print or balloon.
A balloon
Oh my
print.
God. Jeez.
I will make fun of
Man,
you wearing a balloon print.
yeah, that would be pretty funny. A balloon style, whatever. God, my
Yeah.
words is so hard today. With a leopard pattern or something like that. And it's really
Okay.
cute. Got like a black tank to wear with it.
Oh, that sounds really cute. Yeah. So I think
Mhm.
that's a cute trend that,
Yeah, the different silhouettes.
yeah. One is, have you seen the satin and lace trimmed shorts? It's like the shorts are satin and then it's trimmed in lace. And I think it's cute. I wouldn't wear it. It's
I
just,
couldn't wear it out. It just looks
yeah.
too much like lingerie.
Yeah, I
It's
agree.
like a hard one. But there are a lot of tops with lace still, with like a corset, I feel like, and then it has like a lace overlay. Like,
And basically, what I ended up doing is just such simple stuff. Like now, I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to be the coastal grandma. But
coastal grandma, what do you mean?
I hope you never heard of the coastal
No.
grandma style.
No. Is it like
It's
the
kinda
grandma
like-
core or no?
Yeah, kind of think of like Diane Keaton at the beach.
Oh.
Yeah, like a lot of like, or like kind of like Eileen Fisher. Now, I'm not saying I'm not going that extreme,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
like the flowy linen. And so, like, this is what I'm wearing. Like, this is a linen dress, and white's not a great color for me, but whatever, I got it. But I'm going to be layering. So, tons of my stuff that I did buy, I have like several different, tops like this, like cotton and linen blouses to just layer over, have different like colors of linen pants. And then I have, it's from last year, but I still love it. It's not straw, but the like tote bags that are that
Mm-hmm.
like straw like
Exactly.
color. So
Raffia, maybe?
yeah, raffia, I think.
Mhm.
So that's kind of what I'm living in for.
Yeah, one of my tips was going to be what I've noticed even for myself is when I think I'm like, oh, I'm going to an event, I have nothing to wear. I look in my closet, I'm like, wait a second, I have plenty enough to wear. And something that's just super simple to totally transform an outfit is, to your point, layering it, throwing over a blazer or a denim jacket. Bomber denim jackets are really like in now too. But where I'm lacking in my wardrobe, I think, is getting some different colors in blazers. Like I know that you have that really pretty like purple linen one, I think, and maybe a pink. Those just really elevate an outfit. Like any simple dress or anything you have on, putting a different layer, it immediately changes your whole outfit.
Yeah, yeah, that's completely true. And then scarves are really big right now, and that's
They are.
so easy to incorporate. Like you can tie it around your purse or
I have one all the time on my purse.
hair or
Hair.
whatever. Yeah.
And wear them as a belt too.
Oh yeah.
And in your hair.
I've seen them in different ways as a belt too. Like one where like, kind of like it points down, and I think that's cute. I'll have to
And then if
try
you get
that
a
out.
longer one, then you can just loop it all the way around.
Yeah, yeah.
Really cute. Polka dots are back. I know they're not your favorite, but I love my little dress.
Oh, that's cute. I've seen a few TikToks about style where they show that pretty much trends are a bell curve and like they last more than one season typically, but it's like they start and then it gets really popular and then it starts going down. So I think like the polka dots are on the like start going down. Same with the sneakerinas. Like I think we're still seeing them this spring, but it's on the down trend.
But now they're layering more color combos.
I've seen it in the chartreuse. I've seen chartreuse and brown. Like, wow.
And pink and brown. It reminds me of like that chartreuse and brown. Like that was the color theme of my wedding.
Oh, I've seen that chartreuse and like a purpley color. It's like they're making fun of people who are getting married right now because all of the spring and summer weddings are the same color scheme. And I wish I could remember that it's chartreuse, and then I think it's a purple, maybe like magenta and chartreuse. But apparently, like it's so huge that it's become
That's
kind of
very
funny.
2000s.
Yeah.
There's denim shorts, or actually shorts in general that are like these longer inseam shorts. I'm not like
I like that because I have like wrinkly thighs from losing weight. So for me, I'm like, heck yeah, I can wear the longer
I
shorts.
think if they're in a slimmer leg, but I'm not a fan of like the really wide baggy ones personally.
Yeah. And I've seen that skirts, the length is a little longer too.
Yeah, I like those. Those are really pretty. Another thing is peasant tops. I always love a peasant
I
top.
do too. Anything that's
just
like
Feel
romantic
classic.
looking.
Yeah, and ballet, you mentioned the ballerinas, sneakerinas. What am I saying? Okay, so now it's like these ballerina heels. Have you seen those? It's basically taking a ballet flat and adding like a chunky
I
heel.
think I would wear that though. That sounds cute.
To me, it's not cute, but
Well, you didn't like the sneakerinas either, did you?
I didn't. But then I like tried yours on. And I'm like, oh, these are comfy, cute.
Well,
think it
maybe
all
the
depends.
ballerina heels will grow on you.
Maybe, yeah. We'll see.
I don't know.
I don't know. But something that I was loving that I haven't bought much of, I think you have some of this. It's like basically like sheer detailing over a dress. So it's like a shorter dress and then there's like a sheer overlay that's longer.
Oh, is like the whole dress stretchy? I love those. And Steve Madden makes them at least like the past couple of years. There's a new Steve Madden one on Stitch Fix that I was eyeing, but it was one where I was like, Jeanette, you have nowhere to wear this. Like you work from home, you watch
Right.
Netflix, like you're not really gonna wear this. But I do love those. And then
Because it's like showing skin, but without really fully showing it, you
like
know?
for some reason, so it's like almost like a mesh. It's like there's a layer underneath, and then there's like a mesh,
The solid
colorful layer
color.
on top.
It's like a mini dress.
Yeah, and for some reason, it's just like really forgiving. Like I have cellulite on like my butt. I didn't get like the butt lift and all that, and so if I, some fabrics, if even though I'm very thin, if they're tight, they'll like show bumps and stuff. But that kind of
Right.
fabric doesn't. I love it.
I know. That's the one thing I don't have and I want to get some of. Yeah. And you mentioned these cold shoulder tops that they're completely out. It's another thing that it's like, instead of this, try a halter top style, which those are so pretty. to
They
me.
are pretty. Yeah.
You
And then
have a good
I
bit
really
of
like them because I've gotten, thin and I'm like, oh, I have bones in my shoulders. I know. Like, look, I have a clavicle.
Uh-huh. Yeah, like show it off.
Uh-huh.
Apparently the micro print floral dresses are kind of like on the out right now.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I was hearing that it's like floral in general is kind of out, but
I'm never
really
giving
like
up floral. Of course, maybe
Me
that makes me the, person holding on to the dated stuff.
yeah. I could see like the micro prints because I was never just like that huge a fan of them. But what about any other accessories? Have you been because you're a little bit ahead of me on
I'm trying to think. I mean, the fringe is still in. I mean, I know I think that was kind of a fall thing. Maybe it's sort of a carryover from fall. So a lot of fringe on accessories. I've actually started wearing gold, which is
I really like it on you.
do you? I have been a hardcore silver since I think it was the 90s where gold became not cool. It was like silver, platinum, and then like all my stuff is in that. And so I just have stuck to it. But Ava actually gave me a necklace and was like, "Oh, I forgot that you were silver." I was like, "Well, you know what? I'm just going to get some gold stuff." So I'm really like I change around my wedding ring. I don't actually have one wedding ring that I always wear. And so like I just wear fun different stuff. And I didn't really have jewelry that I was like, I have to wear this, silver colored jewelry. So
I've been mixing like how my necklace is white gold and yellow gold, and even just like my ring too. It's like the yellow and then the white. Like I love that look. I feel it looks like that when you have like this one is like gold here, but then there's diamonds. To me, that looks like it's silver too. I don't know. I like the look of that.
I'm trying to think of any other kind of accessories. I've honestly not really been paying attention that much just because I just have so many. I just don't feel like I really need much.
One that I
don't
saw
need
that I guess
anything.
is like in again is those bug eye sunglasses, just like really big.
Oh,
super-
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm not the fan of that.
Yeah, I'm not either. I feel like it makes me look ridiculous. I did ask Chat GPT to help me pick out sunglasses. And yeah, and I buy my sunglasses from Nordstrom Rack because I mess them up. Like I don't want to spend $500 on sunglasses. But
Right.
I
And then
still
you
want,
lose
like,
them.
cute ones. And I usually order them online because that's how I shop. The cat eye, like just a slight cat eye, not like the real. And I think I got one that's like a bit of a cat eye.
Oh, so you did get that. Okay. That's nice. I like that. I feel though, what I really wanted to start doing is building a capsule wardrobe. Building a capsule wardrobe, I feel would make it easy to just kind of mix and match things, keeping with like the linen pants, blazers, things like that.
And I feel like that's kind of what I've done for this spring and summer. I'm like, I'm going to live in these linen pants. I have like several different colors and then like the layering. And I have like a bunch of different tank tops, just different colors.
And I've bought some matching sets that have bold patterns, but then I've broken them up and I've gotten a lot of compliments when I do that. Just in wearing, yeah, because I think I tend to gravitate towards what I know is safe from back then when I was heavier. And I'm like, no, I have to break out of this. And knowing that you can wear just like a bold top with a more solid bottom and reverse it. And it looks really great.
I also like linen maxi skirts and like the flowy tiered kind of skirts. And I think those are easy to mix and match with things.
What I do commit to myself to doing is this weekend I'm going to go through my closet, all the things that I held on in my wardrobe that I felt like I spent a lot of money on and I wore them to so and so's wedding and I feel like I'd use it again. Nope. Just get rid of it, because if I'm not wearing it, it's just taking up space. And it's also that we talked about this in another episode before. It's holding on to this old identity of yourself, right? And it's just making it harder to fit new things in there and really embrace who I want to be. And I'm going to just go through it and be like, nope, 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 haven't worn it. Don't need it just to sit there and take up space, which is hard for people to separate from.
I recently got rid of a pair of Louboutins that I didn't want to get rid of, but so I wore them in my wedding. So there was like a sentimental thing to it, but they were very worn. To the point where I'm like, I don't think I could even resell these because I loved them. I mean, I wore them. I got my money's worth because I wore them all the time. So they were like real worn out and scuffed up. And then my shoe size changed when I lost weight. So I couldn't wear them anyway. And I'm like, okay, I will never wear these again. I can't sell them. And so I do think I donated them, but I don't know if anybody's even going to want them from the Goodwill, but who knows?
This is something that I actually do need to go shopping for shoes, because I'm like kind of confused on what shoe size I am. Once upon a time, I was 9.5, then I was 9, then I was like a solid 8.5. Now I'm like maybe 8 and sometimes a little in between. And I can't just quickly order shoes online.
Yeah.
What happens is I have to order 2 sizes. And then if I don't like them, I'm stuck with 2 shoes. And you know what's happening to me now? Is that I have a closet full of shoes that I can't return because I missed the window.
Yeah, I'm so bad about that.
So bad. And now it's happening with clothes too. So
Yeah, that is a
just
thing with
don't,
online shopping. At least if I force myself to go in person, I don't buy stuff that doesn't work. And I do really love like the Nordstrom stylist for that. Like for anyone who is unsure about what looks good on them or just hates going through the racks and picking stuff out, I think that that's just really a great solution. And Nordstrom has a really wide range of different pricing. Like, they have some of their own brands. I think it's like Open Edit and some other ones that are pretty reasonably priced. And like I
ordered this dress from there and it was like $89.
okay. Yeah. And, I learned there that like I'm long waisted. And so like higher waisted jeans look better on me. And then when you and I went that one time, I guess it was about a year ago now, my Nordstrom card's paid off. So we should go again. Just kidding. I mean, not completely kidding. But what I did is like, I learned that I really liked the Paige jeans and then also Mother, but they're like, I don't know, like $270, $80. And so I did get like the one pair of more expensive Paige jeans, but then I went on to Poshmark, and I think I probably brought this up in our episode a year ago, but it's great to like have the Nordstrom stylist show you what works well on you, and then even learn like what brands you like. And if you fall in love with a more expensive brand, especially for basics, like for the trendy stuff, like I love Alice and Olivia, but then I go on Poshmark and I can tell it's like from, it's much older stuff. But a pair of like Paige denim, I was able to buy the exact style name, just, a different color. And, for more simple things, I think it's a really great way to shop.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely not sponsored by them at all, but I'll tell you that we've done our good share of damage there. In January, when I went to go shopping for the cruise, I was just like on a panic buy, like, I don't have anything, buy. And there was a couple of things that I bought there that I was like, I'm not really sure. Well, I didn't end up wearing them. They still have the tags on them. I love that I just went on the app the other day when I ordered this dress and another, and you see your order and it's like, start the return. And I'm like, whoa, that was in January. I bought these like chocolate brown, like athleisure pants that were like $128. And I was just worried that because of the time of the year that I needed like a track type pant to wear. And I was on the fence, and I'm like, what? I'm glad I can just return them now. Like, no questions asked.
Nordstrom is so wonderful about returns. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. So I feel good in that, like, versus other retailers where I'm like, I'm going to miss this window and end up with a closet full of stuff that it sucks. I think my biggest tip for women in their 40s and up, is really just lean into your confidence and push yourself to go out there a little bit. Like I said, working with that stylist really just does help push you out of your norms a little bit.
Yeah, just don't get stuck in a rut. I think that is something that so many women our age just feel stuck. Like, I keep buying these same things, and then they see themselves in a picture. It's like you don't even notice like how you're not looking great, and then you see a family picture or whatever, and you're like, oh, I look really frumpy.
Yeah, exactly. And you don't need to go out and buy a whole new wardrobe. Oftentimes you have the pieces in there, just kind of re-look at them. And again, I love that woman that we follow on social. We'll have to tag her. The one that takes her dresses and just kind of like cuts them up and makes them into whole new things.
I've seen her. Have we talked about her before?
I swore I was talking with you. Who else was I talking about?
I don't know. I need to find that. That's cool.
Okay. Well, I will show you that. Yes, and we'll tag her. But basically, she takes like these beautiful dresses that she has and is like, oh, I'm not wearing this anymore. And we'll cut it up. And then it becomes like a cute top and a skirt separate on its own. It looks so good. That's even something.
I don't have the skills for that, though, or the time.
No, I don't either. No.
But for something, for something that's like a good quality item, it would be worth doing that, like updating it. It's not some cheap crap, and it's worth investing a little bit of money.
Exactly. And I think that's the most important part is like we always talk about, not running and spending all your money on this fast fashion stuff, because these quality pieces, it's just much better to have a fewer of them that you can just build a wardrobe upon than these like cheapy things. So I'm going to encourage all of our listeners to go and try something new this week. Maybe you're going to go through your closet and pull out what you don't love. I would love to hear about it. And we want to make sure that you keep listening and subscribe, because it means a big deal for us. So hit subscribe on any of the platforms that you listen to, which is whether it's Spotify, Apple Music, or Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and follow us on social media at A Holistic Dose. And Visit us online at holisticdose.com. And thanks for hanging out with us. We'll be back next week with more unfiltered friend talk right here on A Holistic Dose.
Take care.
And bye.